Swinburne's research in urban transport is focused on solving some of the big challenges, including traffic congestion, vehicle emissions and their impacts on air quality and public health, and improving resilience of transport in the face of climate change and other disruptions. iHub helps us to co-design solutions with our stakeholders and test their feasibility. For example, we can do evaluations of vehicle electrification, transit-oriented developments, public transport and active travel, and test meaningful technologies for personal mobility and delivery of goods in the Australian context. A unique feature of iHub is that it provides a high-performance computing platform to support digital simulations. By using our transport modeling tools, we can work together with our stakeholders to evaluate tech-based solutions for reducing congestion and emissions. Here is an example from Hoddle Street. By developing a digital twin of the road network, we can optimize the timing of traffic signals to reduce stop-and-go movements. With our partners, we can experiment with different settings in a virtual environment and test their impacts in reducing emissions and congestion. We can also take a wider view of the network and test impacts of adjusting speed limits so that travelers experience non-stop green waves to reduce emissions. Another example is data integration through iHub, which helps us to evaluate land-use transport interactions. By using the same digital layers from city planners and land developers, we can overlay new elements representing roads, intersections, and locations of proposed developments, such as residential housing. Working with our partners, we can integrate a traffic simulation layer to show impacts of these developments so that any problems are identified early and corrected. iHub also helps us to work with stakeholders to evaluate possible future interventions, such as congestion charging. These schemes aim to reduce the number of cars in central city areas using a charging fee that varies according to time of day. Similar schemes have been implemented in London, Stockholm, and Singapore. By using transport modeling tools, we can collaborate with our industry partners to develop virtual models with and without congestion charging to help us experiment with different charging zone locations and evaluate their impacts on reducing congestion and emissions.